Welcome to Ôkami Sigma. This is your sensei Julius Ochoa back again for another recipe video. Okay, here in Ôkami Sigma, we're aiming so that we can share with you ideas on how to cook a healthy but delicious balanced meal. Okay, so let's begin. For today's recipe, we're going to cook Adobong Sitaw. Okay, so for this dish, it's entirely filled with vegetables and spices. So it's good for those who are vegan or those who are in non-meat diet. For Adobong Sitaw, it's a Filipino dish that includes 5 strings of sitaw, 2 tablespoons of coconut oil, 2 cloves of garlic minced, 1 red onion sliced, a potato, 1 potato cubed, 1/4 kilogram squash cubed, 3 pieces bay leaves, 1/2 teaspoon of ground black pepper, a pinch of onion powder, a pinch of garlic powder, 1/2 teaspoon umami flavoring, 1.5 cup of water, 20 ml of soy sauce, 10 ml of white vinegar, 1 tablespoon of brown sugar. And that's our ingredients for this recipe. Okay, it's going to be a great Filipino dish. Again, for those of you who are foreigners or wanting to learn Filipino dish recipes, the steps on how to make adobong sitaw. The steps for adobong sitaw is as follows. Step 1. Saute chopped garlic and red onion for 5 minutes on 2 tablespoons of coconut oil. Step 2. Add cubed squash and potatoes. Step 3. Pour 1.5 cup of water, then simmer to boil for 10 minutes to soften the squash and potatoes. Step 4. Add soy sauce and vinegar. Step 5. Season to taste with bay leaves, ground pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, and umami flavoring. Step 6. Let it simmer for 10 minutes. Once cooked, your adobong sitaw is ready to serve and enjoy. Those are the steps for making adobong sitaw. As you can see, the procedure is very easy, and the ingredients are very simple and very nutritious. Okay, especially when you have the squash and potatoes. So we got a lot of vitamins and minerals in there, and the adobong sitaw as well. Adobong sitaw is a form of bean. Okay, so as you can see right here, my daughter is already slicing the sitaw while she's waiting for the squash and the potatoes to become tender as it boils on water. Okay, on 1.5 cup of water. So the inspiration for this dish, that's why my daughter decided to cook it, is she says that she encountered this dish in one of the local restaurants. Uh, and she thought of trying it out for herself. because she fancied the dish because it was very delicious. Uh, so here we are making this video. As you can see, the we're already at a boil. Okay, the dish is already boiling. Okay. So one technique that Sakura used to check if the potatoes and the squash are ready, aside from looking at the visual and the color of the vegetable, so she tries to prick it with a fork. Okay, so that's one way to see if it's already cooked. You can try to, like what she's doing right now, try to see if it's already tender. If it's still hard, just keep it simmering. All right. This is looking pretty good. Okay, so the water is already reduced. So that's giving us a sign that the vegetables are nearly done. Okay, so you can boil this for up to 10 to 15 minutes, depending on the volume of ingredients that you're going to add. If you find yourself like right here, if it's still not tender, you can add more water. If the initial water that you placed is reduced and the potato and the squash isn't cooked yet, you can add the water in order for you to continue the simmering. So another technique is you can because we're using we're cooking directly using a pan, but you can also use a pot. You can separately boil the ingredients such as the potato and the squash in a separate pot while you're sautéing the spices. But if you're, let's say, like you're in a hurry going to work or going to school, of course, what Sakura is doing is she's integrating the cooking process so that it would be faster. So here she's poking the squash and potatoes, and I think it's ready. Okay, so if she now she's adding the sitaw. Okay, and the sitaw is again with the added water, it will allow the sitaw to cook faster. So we really enjoy making these videos, especially with the cooking videos. We've got a lot of videos here in Ôkami Sigma Universe. We have, of course, these videos, cooking videos for good health. Okay, so we want to be holistic when it comes to our lifestyle. Uh, Here we go. We got the soy sauce added. It's looking really good. And now we're adding the bay leaves. So Sakura is getting ready to add the spices. Okay, so at this point, adding the spices, uh, wherein she can, well, actually, when you add the spice at this point of the cooking process, you can really tinker with the taste. So when adding the spices, it's really up to you as to how much of the spices you want to put in. I think that was the vinegar. Okay, she added the vinegar. So for adobong sita, we're going for a savory taste. Okay, that's what Sakura is going for. So we got the garlic and the onion, then the bay leaves. Okay, and then also we're adding the brown sugar. Okay, and the bay leaves. Every single adobo dish has the bay leaf and soy sauce. So the way you tinker with it is with the brown sugar and the pepper. Okay, the quantity of those two spices. Okay, the bay leaf is definitely a consistent ingredient in adobo. Bay leaf and soy sauce. All right, so we're adding more sugar. So Filipino taste, our taste buds like prefer more kind of sweet. So the brown sugar added to the adobo is one of the uh, secret ingredient. Okay, so with the soy sauce, that's the we don't have to add salt anymore because the soy sauce is already salty. So the way we work the taste is by adding the sugar. Okay, we got some onion powder and garlic powder being added. It's looking pretty good. Yes, looking beautifully. Now, normally you would have adobo with meat on it, especially chicken or pork. But in this case, we want to go for a healthy adobo. So we have squash with sitaw as our ingredient. So if you're trying to lose weight and you still love adobo, there's no excuse. You can still indulge in the adobo taste uh, and keep your weight loss program. Right on track. Okay, so we're taste testing. It's very important that we test the taste of our dish. We can't leave it to fate. normally I do a taste test twice, but Sakura she just loves doing the taste test. Uh, yeah, more black pepper there. That's black pepper. It seems like she likes it very spicy. Okay, that's on top of the recommended recipe amount of the black ground pepper. That's already on top. So, but it's up to you how much of the spiciness you want to put there. Okay, so we have a couple more of the vinegar. So the nice thing about adobo is the tweaking. When you're cooking adobo, it's the tweaking process that's very fun when you're cooking adobo. That's why adobo is the most famous, well-known Filipino dish that you'll find out there, amongst all of the very scrumptious and delicious Filipino food that the Philippines has to offer. Okay, I think that's me being given the taste test. Yep. Okay. Okay, it's looking pretty good. I'm loving the color. Okay, we added more pepper and vinegar because earlier we had to add quite a bit more water to cook the squash and the sitaw. Okay, it's almost ready. I think we're down on our last few minutes, and I think we're done. Yes, we're done with the adobong sitaw. So it's that easy. Let's do a recap on the steps on how to make adobong sitaw. The steps for adobong sitaw is as follows. Step 1. Saute chopped garlic and red onion for 5 minutes on 2 tablespoons of coconut oil. Step 2. Add cubed squash and potatoes. Step 3. Pour 1.5 cup of water, then simmer to boil for 10 minutes to soften the squash and potatoes. Step 4. Add soy sauce and vinegar. Step 5. Season to taste with bay leaves, ground pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, and umami flavoring. Step 6. Let it simmer for 10 minutes. Once cooked, your adobong sitaw is ready to serve and enjoy. I hope you learned a lot from this tutorial. Again, this is your sensei Julius Ochoa from Ôkami Sigma Universe. Thank you for watching.